everyone. It's been a while since I've done a video. A lot has kind of gotten in the way of my planning videos. I've still definitely been planning, but I just had things come up. We are selling our house and we are buying a new house. And the new house is going to need a lot of renovation, so I probably won't be putting up videos too often. I'm going to shoot for once a month at least. And my planning has changed, what I'm using. So this is what I am currently using, but let me show you what I was using first and kind of tell you what I was doing. So I was using this Blue Sky planner from Walmart and my A6 Traveler's Notebook. I figured out when I was in the process of starting, my planner for 2017, that I really did not want my planner inside my Traveler's Notebook. I still definitely wanted to use my Traveler's Notebook, but as far as having like my calendars in here, I didn't want that. I was really busy at the end of December with Christmas, and like I said, moving, or not really, we haven't moved yet, but just getting all the paperwork in that we needed to, and my son's his fifth birthday, and the kids going back to school. So just a lot of things were going on, and it was so much easier to pull this out. Like I said, this is a Blue Sky from Walmart. It's pretty close to an A6 size, a little bit slimmer. And I did decorate it. I added the stickers, I added this band and a pin loop, and I really liked that it was spiral. I was really liking this. I liked the size and everything. I had a pocket, for appointment cards, things like that. This is just a list of the holidays, contact info that I didn't use. And then this was what the month looked like. And I really, like I said, I liked it. I was using it. The thing that I did not like about the monthly view, that was hard for me, was not having a place to put monthly to-dos. So I made this and I just, slipped it in there, and I would just put, things that needed to get done throughout the month. But I like to be able to see my full month, and having this, it was in the way. So there was that problem. And then the weekly, let me show you the blank weekly. So, it's got all the days of the week. The weekend's right here, totally fine. But again, it did not have a place for weekly to-dos, a note section, nothing like that, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't usually have like day-sensitive things, but I have things that I would like to get done throughout, the week. So I tried a couple of things. I split up Friday, and did I do it this weekend? No, I split up Friday on this week, and it was okay. It wasn't bad, but really jumbled and messy. Oh no, I didn't split up Friday. I added my week, this right here. I split it with my to-dos and my to-buy. This week that I tried that. Yes, this is where I split up Friday. I put my week here, to buy, and I moved Sunday down here. It was okay, but again, it was kind of jumbled up. And my plan to try the next week was to do this, where I would put my to-dos back here. But I didn't get that far into this planner because I moved into something else. I was still using my Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebook, the A6 size, and this would go with me, 90% of the time. It's in my purse as well. I've got my pocket here. In this first notebook, I've got it just keeps track of things that we need to get done at the new house, bills, things like that. And then I still carry some of those pocket Traveler's Notebook kit stickers that I like to have. This is a notebook for notes. And then this is all my reference stuff, passwords, kids information, things like that. So I really like having this with me, but it was getting pretty heavy, pretty chunky. My Duluth bag is already heavy by itself, so throwing this in there made it really heavy. So let me show you this first. So I got out my micro again, and by the way, I'm not using a traveler's notebook as a wallet anymore. It's not gonna work for me for right now. I went back to just a regular, wallet. So I wasn't getting any use out of my cute little micro. So my 7-year-old daughter had it, and she'd use it every once in a while. The other day I asked her if she's using it. She said no. So I was like, let's make a trade. So I traded her a different one. So basically I set this up pretty close to how I have my A6. This is just for notes. This one is going to also be for notes. It's just an extra one I had. This is for all my shopping list. This will be for where I, when I pay the bills, I write down all the confirmation numbers. So I'll have that. This is going to be my reference notebook with my password, kids information, the apps like on my phone, info for our business, and just insurance information and my wish list. And then this is just an extra calendar to have in case I don't have my planner with me, but I plan to usually always have it with me. So this is a ton lighter than the A6. And it's a good little size. If I, miss my A6, then I'll just grab that and throw that in my purse instead of this one. Now, this is definitely new for me, a mini happy planner. I never expected to not plan in my traveler's notebook, but what kind of got me going in that direction was watching a video on the Hobonichi Weeks. I can't remember exactly who it was. I think it was Trisha Romo's video that I watched, and she was using it for like her on-the-go planning, doctor's appointments, things like that. And I really loved that, and I really thought that I could use that. But again, we are for about a month now, we've been in the process of getting a house, and it's cost a lot of money. So I've tried not to spend a lot of money. So I didn't want to spend $30+ to get a Hobonichi Weeks, and not be sure if I was really gonna like it. And I don't think it would work for me, just because it does have the like on this little one, I realized it probably wouldn't work because this one, it's got room for my days on both sides. And the Hobonichi Weeks, it's just all the days here and then blank. And so I would probably have to carry my Hobonichi Weeks and another notebook probably in my A6 to bullet journal, and I kind of just want that all together. So I did some research trying to find a small enough planner. I really kind of wanted it to be spiral because when I'm in the bed planning, I like to be able to do this, just fold it over, it makes it easier for me. And just trying to find a small spiral type planner with room for monthly to-dos and weekly to-dos. And I saw the mini happy planner, and at the time when I was looking at it, it was on sale at Michael's for $7. So I figured if it didn't work out for me, I wouldn't be out that much. I will be honest, it's not my favorite. I don't think that I will use this next year, but I'm going to try my hardest to use it to December 2017. But I'm also going to be looking at the new planners that come out, the academic planners that come out like May, June. So we'll see. But for right now, it's doing its job. I did add this band, and this is just a binder clip pen loop. It gets pretty chunky, and I like it to be able to close with the band. So this cover's from Walmart. I'm sure a lot of you've seen it. I usually stick a sticky note with my shopping list on there. I know most people choose one or the other. I really like having this because it serves as a dashboard for me. So there's my key. I put a Target dollar spot pocket with just some Post-its, my stencil, and some scratch paper. I really like having the year at a glance. I love this, you know, it's I think this is January notes and then January goals. And then I'm just using my Midori clips for to mark the monthly calendars. And it's got plenty of room in the boxes, you know, to list and for my appointments, whatever's going on that day. I'm even trying to do a type of, I don't really want to call it journaling. I've learned that I am not a journaler. Is that a word? I don't journal well at all. I don't keep up with it. So I'm trying to just like list, you know, write down something that happened that day, good or bad, just something that, you know, will make that day stick out to me and I'll remember, you know, if I look back like, oh yeah, you know, I bought my mini happy planner that day. So, and then it's got a place for monthly to-dos right there, which is awesome. And then this is what the weeks look like. Like I said, you've probably seen them before. And this is the part that kind of sold me. And I can change that to, you know, weekly to-dos. So this was my first week in it. I still do my bullet journaling type planning. It works for me, my weeks. And then it's got a cute little quote right there. And this was a much busier week, and I tried this I think this was last week for like my meal planning, but we are not good at meal planning at all. This was for weekly highlight. Like I said, I won't do that, so I just put a sticker quote there, and then right here notes, and then February goals, and this is February. And like I said, I am enjoying it. I did put this here. This is just for, you know, my Post-it notes, because I use a lot of Post-it notes. And I did it clear, so I can still see my stuff when there's not a Post-it note there, which is pretty awesome. And it came with, you know, all the way to December 2016, but adding this cover made it really chunky. And I also got some filler paper just for, you know, if I don't have my micro traveler's notebook with me, I have a place to write down some notes. So, and I also made that cute little bookmark. So, and I left this one back here for some stickers. And then this is a pocket. Sorry, I was saying, went off on a tangent. I'm only carrying up through May, which is fine for me. That's as far as my kids will be in school before they start summer. So I figure that'll work out perfectly. And once they're out of school, I can take these out and put in June through December. Like I said, it's definitely not my favorite. I honestly can't pinpoint what it is that I'm not just loving about it. I honestly think it's just because I have this cover on here that it's kind of tedious to turn, and you know, some of my little corners get bent and stuff, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks, guys.